Okay, so now that the blemishes have been removed, we can move on to the next process, which is the frequency separation. Normally I would use a pre-recorded action, which is accessed through that menu there. You just click on it, press play, and it does it for you. But what I'm going to do here is show you how I'd do it if it wasn't a pre-record. So I'm copying the blemish layer twice, and I'm going to group those together. I'm going to rename the group frequency separation. The purpose of frequency separation is to separate the image into two separate layers. So there's going to be one layer for colour and one layer for lines and detail. This bottom layer is going to be the low frequency. That's the one that's going to be for the colour. This higher, this is going to be the high frequency, which is the line and detail. So working on the low one, we're going to go up to filter, and we're going to select from the blur menu the Gaussian blur. The menu just popped up on another screen, we'll just move it over. We're going to set the radius to 6.8. I'll show you what that's done here. So take the high off, you see it's gone blurry, so it's just colours. There's no line and no definition there at all. And on the high layer, we then go up to image, apply image. You see it's gone quite dark there, but now we apply it to the low layer, and we're going to change the blending mode to subtract, and that's going to leave us just with the line. So this is an unsharp, this is just the line and the brightest of the colour there. We're making sure that we're subtract, we're at a scale of 2 and an offset of 128. We're clicking OK. Now that's not the image that we're looking for, so we're going to change the blending mode to linear light, and now that still looks like the original image now. So using the lasso tool and working in the high layer, we're going to go in close to the face, and as you can see when we get in close, that the studio lights have caused shadow to form in the pores and in the lines of the face. So we're going to use the lasso tool, and we're going to just sweep round, picking out areas that we want to apply the frequency separation to. Now that we're working with a feathering of 30, and on an image that's using a wide angle, we can get away with being a wee bit closer. But we would need to take care on a close-up image, because we wouldn't want to get too close to the edges to blur them. So again, we're going to go in here, we're going to apply Gaussian blur again, but this time we're going to change the radius to 16.8. And that's okay, so that's applied. But you can see that's a very, very harsh effect. It's very blurry. So if we zoom out, we can see it looks like a flat skin, like almost porcelain or plastic like. So we're going to work on select the group as a whole and reduce the opacity to limit the effect. Somewhere around about 30%, 32 perhaps works quite well. And you can see it before and after the effect's applied. So it's just got the effect of softening down the shadow and making the skin a wee bit more flattering in the harsh studio lights. I lost the original audio, so that's me messing about, saying something that I've completely forgotten about. Okay, so if we zoom out the face, just to see what it looks like now, it's looking good. So we're back into the high layer, and I'm looking at this hot spot over here. So I'm going to select that again with the lasso tool. The radius is taking it narrow, so I'm going to move it up. And now I'm going to apply the Gaussian blur again to there. So that's another frequency separation performed on that. And you can see before and after it's just softened that hot spot slightly, just ever so slightly. So the next stage of this would be I would work right around the face, picking out areas that I want to apply this to, and I would just go through the same process until I'm happy with the way the face is looking. And that's the frequency separation.